This is Eureka Math, Grade 2, Module 3, Lesson 6. Our objectives are: I can show the value of each digit in a 3-digit number in expanded and standard form. I can write base 10 numbers in expanded and standard form. Okay, so we're going to start with our application problem, which is Timmy the monkey picked 46 bananas from the tree. When he was done, there were 50 bananas left. How many bananas were on the tree at first? Okay, so he picked 46 bananas. When he was done, there were 50 bananas left. Now, I think it would have been more clear if they said there were 50 bananas left on the tree. So I'm just going to write that down. On the tree. Because that's really what they meant. So, how many bananas were on the tree at first? There we go. So, he picked 46 bananas from the tree. Okay, and then we found out that there were 50 bananas left. So let's write out a tape diagram for this. Okay. So we know that he picked 46 and 50 were left. So we want to find out how many bananas were on the tree at first. So this is our question mark. So this at first is going to tell us that we need to add. Okay, so we could do our equation vertically. Okay, that means going down. 0 plus 6 is 6, and 5 plus 4 is 9. So then we know that there were 96 bananas on the tree at first. So now we need to write that sentence. There were 96 bananas on the tree at first. Okay, so there were 96 bananas on the tree at first, or to begin with. Okay, so let's move on to our problem set. Okay, so here we have the directions. Write each number in expanded form, separating the total value of each of the units. Okay, so expanded form is when you're adding each part of the number. So for 231, the 2 is in the hundred space. So this 2 represents 200. And then we're going to add it, plus our 10 space is a 3, so that means there are 3 tens. 3 tens is 30, plus our 1's space is a 1, and that just means 1. Okay, so we're writing it in expanded form, separating the total value of each of the units. Okay, and that will equal 231. Okay, so you just need to do that with all of these. Now, if you have something that has a 0, like in number 5, there's a 0. So our 2 is in the hundred space, so that 2 stands for 200, plus there's a 0 in the 10 space. You can write a 0, or you can just leave it blank and go on to our 1 space. The 1 stands for 1. So there we go. 201. Okay, 200 plus 1 equals 201. Okay, so you'll need to do that with the rest of these problems on this page. Writing in expanded form is what this is called. Now, on the back, your problem set directions are write the answer in number form. So they kind of a funny way to write that. Number form, the accurate term for that would be called standard form. Okay, so you have, I always start with the hundreds. So we have 100, 1 in the hundreds, and then 3 in the tens, because 30 stands for 3 in the tens, and 2 in the ones. So 100 plus 30 plus 2 is equal to 132. So writing the number in its usual number form is also called standard form. Okay, and we can skip down to one that doesn't have all of the place value places. So we have 7 plus 500. So we have 5 in the hundreds. We don't see anything special in the tens, but we still have to write what would be in the tens. We have to put a 0. We have 0 tens. Okay, so that 0 is our placeholder there. And 7 ones. Okay, because if you don't put that 0 in there, then you're going to have 57. That's a totally different number than 507. Okay, so it's very important that even though you don't see any tens, we still write our 0 there to show that there are no tens. Okay, so in our exit ticket, again, it says write in number form, which is also called standard form. Okay, so then you just need to add up all the numbers. Sometimes they want you to put the answer on the first part of the equation, okay? And then in the bottom, they use the proper term, write in expanded form. So remember, expanded form is when you're adding up each of the place values, just like we did over here with our 200 plus 30 plus 1, okay? You would need to write your 9 stands for which number, plus your 7 stands for which number, plus your 4 stands for which number. Okay? So, I hope this helped. See you next time.